This is Solo Roman again. This is episode 4 of my introductory videos to YouTube. And today I just wanted to talk a little bit about my solar power. You can see my charge controller there mounted on the wall. I bought a kit from Renogy, R-E-N-O-G-Y. It's 300 watts. And it's made up of 3 100-watt panels. And the kit came with this PWM charge controller. It came with all the necessary wiring and connectors. It came with, let me see if I can show you that down here, 1000-watt pure sane inverter. And I've liked it real well. It's worked out real well. The biggest reason I wanted to make this video is to tell people not to be afraid of this. When I first bought this kit, I had one fellow that was going to install it for me, and I sort of fell out with him. He was a person with a mobile RV repair thing here in the Birmingham area, and he was kind of hard to get along with. But anyway, a friend of mine does audio work, putting together stuff at like these huge auditoriums and all that kind of stuff. And so I thought he would know all about wires and everything, but he didn't really know anything about solar, so I think it kind of scared him. So anyway, I just went on YouTube, and the company Renogy had a how-to video on there, and I watched that video and decided that I would just do this myself. And it was so easy, you just couldn't believe it. Within an hour, I'm sure it was within an hour, I didn't time myself, I had this installed and running. And this cabinet, as I said in my last video, down here I have two 105 amp marine batteries. They're from Sears. They're pretty good ones. They cost me $400 something for those two batteries. But I know there are more expensive ones out there. The panels that came with this kit are the polycrystalline, not the monocrystalline. And like I said, this is not the MPPT charge controller, which is supposed to be the better one. But in studying this stuff, I found that the differences between the two are just not that great. Everything's going to depend on your personal needs, and I am reducing the loads that I need in this vehicle lower than what it was. But anyway, I should be able to go down the road and have, with the 300 watts of solar I have, I should be able to run my refrigerator, because I read the information on it, and at load it's only supposed to be pulling 150 watts. So I shouldn't have any issue ever having cold water or keeping my food cold in there, cold enough for it to not get unhealthy, which is what you're worrying about. So anyway, what I've done here, and I'm not an electrician by any means, and I'm sure a lot of people can tell me a lot better way to do this. But anyway, this is the positive and negative coming out of the charge controller. And what I've done is put two separate sets of wires here, one going to the solar batteries and one going down to my coach batteries. This is the coach. And I put this plate up here. This is my TV antenna. But I put this plate up here, and I marked it coach and marked it solar. And these are plastic nuts and bolts, so there's no issue there. So anyway, should the need ever arise, I can take these two cables from the solar batteries and hook them up here securely, and then I can take the two wires going to the coach batteries, and I can hook them up there, and I can charge them from the solar. Now, something else I've done, I built this wall here between the coach and the cab, and there wasn't a plug around here anywhere. So I ran an extension cord, which I made this one to length. I ran this extension cord around the back here, around the back there. I drilled a hole into this compartment and ran the extension cord to a plug. This is a house type plug that was up in this cabinet, and this is the other end of that where it's plugged in. So at this point right now, the TV and the laptop and my phone's charging here, all of that stuff is working off of shore power. So all I need to do to change over to solar is this gang plug right here, which I want to do some changing around here too, because I'm not real big on all this wire mess. I am eventually going to upgrade to a 2000 watt inverter, and I'm going to mount it over here. Back there is space. I did that on purpose to down the road be able to put wires and all that kind of stuff in there. But anyway, if I want to change over to solar, all I have to do is unplug this here and take it down to the plug at the front of this inverter right here. Flip that little switch, that turns the inverter on, and all this stuff will be running off of solar. Now something else I've done is I ran another extension cord, this one. I ran this through those cabinets and then back of the refrigerator and down to the box down there where my shore power comes in. So if I want to, I can actually plug these two together and then come over here. I meant to get this thing out before I started here. Hold just a second. I'll be back. Okay, I told you I'd be back. That was faster than you thought, huh? Okay, now what I did here is make a short cord that has two male connectors, one on each end, which is kind of a weird cord, but that's the way that worked out. Now, if I want to run the entire coach off of my solar batteries, I can plug this in here, and I can take it up and plug it in there. And with these two cords plugged together up here, the power will run back to my main box where the shore power comes in. And that'll make sure my refrigerator's running, and I'll still be charging laptops or able to charge my phone or anything else. And I shouldn't have any issue with running the batteries too low or anything like that, you know, unless I run into a couple of days of bad weather where it's real cloudy and there's no sun. But like I said, this refrigerator only pulls 150 watts, and I have 300 watts on the ceiling, and I really won't be running anything else. But at that, with my microwave being 850 watts, I would be pushing that a little bit, and that's the reason I want to get a 2000 watt inverter. But I should be able to, with just my solar power, run my refrigerator, run the TV, laptop, and microwave oven with absolutely no issues at all as soon as I get that 2000 watt inverter. So that's what it was about today, and it's a little shorter than the other ones, and I'm glad of that, and I bet you are too. But anyway, this is Thursday afternoon, the 30th. I've been down this morning to dump my tanks and fill the gas tank up, and I'm getting ready to go. So I'll be leaving here in the morning. And that's the end of the introductory videos. If anybody has any questions, please ask. So that should be it for right now. And thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. And next time I see you, it'll be on the road. Thank you.